Are you super stressed recently?
Yes.
You're listening to
Jom Sembang, Malaysia.
So why do you think you're super stressed? It's good to talk about stress when you're stressed, because when you're not stressed, you can talk about stress.
It's like you think, it's like every week, right? You finish the thing on the weekend and then suddenly Monday is like, boom, there's other thing to attend to. It's like, when is this ever going to finish?
I have the same feeling sometimes, but I think what really stresses me out, I realize, because I'm a very happy-go-lucky girl.
And I used to be.
Yeah, used to be. And even when there's a whole load of work to do, it rarely stresses me out.
Mm-hmm.
But until recently, I find that the stress is really coming from technology.
So
today, I really want to talk about how technology, as much as it helps us, it also adds an amount of stress that does not exist before this.
Okay.
Okay, so I give you.
She's not talking about social media, right?
So no, not social media in general. It could be social media. So for example, back in our parents' time, right? You buy a camera. Yeah. There's 36 shots.
Yeah.
You selectively choose your shot during the break, during the holiday. Snap, come back, wash, done.
Yeah.
Okay, it all could be done within 1 week after the trip, right? But now we go out, we have this digital camera on our phone, and we snap. The same trip, people take 36 shots, we take 3,600 shots.
Correct.
And then we come back, and then we are like, all my friends know I go holiday, I should post something, but I need to go through 3,600 shots to choose the 10 shot, because it's only 10 shot. Yeah. And then I need to write a caption. Yeah. And then what do I do with the 3,600 shot? I need to get rid of it because my next trip is coming. I need to archive my digital stuff so that I have space for the next digital stuff. It makes even the simple
You mean you also got stressed about this? I thought me only.
It makes even a simple thing like a holiday so stressful. Like it used to
like
be
after you come back already, right? It's like, oh no, now I have to what do I do?
Correct.
With these
Not
photos?
only come back, when you're there, then you feel like, hey, I got 36 shot right last time. I can pick, right? Now it's like, I must take every moment because I don't know which moment I want to use. And then I must show my friend everything, including how many bowls of ramen I eat and how is it positioned nicely, square or triangle or whatever.
Rectangle. Get the right angle some more.
And then, it indirectly, the thought of technology in our life affected all the things that we could have enjoyed. Like sit down and enjoy your ramen instead of thinking 10 position until the noodle becomes soggy and the soup become cold. And the enjoyment in life has been affected because of technology, which I think contributes subconsciously or subtly to a big part of our life.
Okay, so I can actually share something rather recent. So a friend decided that she wanted to do a little recital with her friends. And then she said, come lah, Ju, sing. So it's really like friend thing lah. Let's try different material, different way of doing things that I really, really haven't done before. Songs never done before. And then we finished. And then I realized, not once did I take a photo, a BTS, anything.
But your friend were pretty OCD. Like, she's so properly dressed. The way she carries herself so proper that even me who try to take photo do not dare to stand up to take photo.
That's the event lah, because they're formal. They're from MPO last time, that kind of thing. Okay. But no, I'm talking about before that, right? So I mean, of course, it started off very casual. So to me, it wasn't like, when you're like prepping for an event that I got to document this. So in my mind, it was like, it's a casual thing, And then it only occurred to me that, I never take anything when at one of our previous rehearsals, the other singer actually took out her camera and she was shooting.
Doing her social media thing.
Yeah, she was doing her social, come this. And there was a very nice video. And I'm thinking, I never take picture of her. I never take, it's like somebody took photo of you, but then you didn't take about it. Because I was so engrossed in just living that process, like the rehearsal, just
That's a
doing
good thing.
that. It is a good thing, but then I didn't have photos. Even during the event, I think the only photos that I took was, when we went to a house and then there's a vibrophone there. I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a photo of this because it's cool. It's a nice photo. Oh, wow, the grand piano looks nice from then. That's all. It was like side photos, not like picture photos, not like of the event, right? And then after the event, and then you took photos and then you airdropped to me. And actually, I didn't think of it at all. I'm like, okay, it's in my phone, but it wasn't like, I need to post, And then after in the chat, then somebody said, we got no BTS photos, huh? Then I'm like, actually Gina took some, huh? Like, you know what I mean? Then I'm like, now should I share everything with them or? So it's tagged and it's like, do they want all these? But they also got friends taking photos, ma. So like, all those other things that are
The
popping up in my
additional
mind.
stress that does not exist back then.
Correct. So, okay, then Sunday, but it also didn't help that she didn't have an official photographer. I think she didn't have, I don't know. So Sunday, habis the event, and then I'm like, okay, I'm not going to stress myself out on that night because it's too late anyway. Who going to see at 12 o'clock midnight? So yesterday, I'm like, okay, let's put up stuff. And then I'm thinking, after that, remember, but then we had that conversation, like, should have done a reel, right? But I wasn't thinking, I just wanted to get, because you cannot wait too long also.
Because when Gina recorded the videos, it was with the reel in mind.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah, you cannot wait too long. That's the thing. Everything is time sensitive now. So I think that for me is a big.
Yeah, that digital part is very stressful. So for me, let's say talking the same event, right? So I said, okay, try to help you take some photos. But after a while, I also stopped because I realized that it's quite, I don't understand how the uncle, aunties in front of me
Okay.
put the phone out and block their eyes and then record the video. So they're actually watching the show through their phone screen when they're actually at the event and go like, hey, life is more than
Outside
that.
of it should be outside of the
So should we
lens.
just sit down there and just enjoy the live music and not through the camera that we have? That's one. Number two, I have to ask this question lah. Who watches a video that you shoot in an event lah? Do you actually watch? Every time someone go to a seminar and record this fellow speaking,
I don't know.
this fellow performing, and if
also don't
I
know.
myself, right, I only record so that you can do reels, you know. I won't record and then say, okay, let me watch Juwita singing last night again. Or 3 weeks later, let me watch Juwita singing again, especially when the audio quality is not even good, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, so why are we in general
I still
going
don't
to
know.
concerts and everything, recording videos for like not 3 seconds,
Yeah.
5 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and might be videos that we don't ever watch again.
True. Because I have found myself recording, some parts, thinking, I'll story this or something.
Yeah, at least you think your story is that people who just record the entire performance are those that, and in their blur camera, the shake one, and the audio one. And I'm thinking like, why do you take up so much digital space and you are not going to read it or watch it again?
Yeah.
Then second thing, after that you complain you got no more space in your phone.
So me also, I use my space as like how I do shopping lah. Am I really going to need this or not? Because otherwise, like you said, I will have to find time to sit down and delete. Oh my gosh.
At least you delete. Some people, they need to go like find space to archive it, and then after that say, hey, my drive is full, then find another cloud. And
I don't
find
have space to archive because it's already full.
Yeah, and that's the problem, but you don't do anything. But some people, they actually buy space and then
not
they
going
keep
to do
expanding
that.
space.
No,
And then after
it's
that,
like,
they forgot
no.
the password. Then all the archive is gone. So it's like, hello, since when we have this digital stress, I call it lah.
Yes.
That make life so much harder when we could just sit down and just enjoy life. Because seriously, that 10,000 photo that you put in cloud, you will never see it again for the next 10 years.
So talking about stress, right? People last time, right? Yay, I'm going to buy a new computer. Hurrah! Now you want to buy a computer. The thing is like, I have to back up, huh? The transfer, huh? I know it's like very easy. They say, you can just cloud transfer or whatever. But every time I do it, there's going to be some glitch.
Yeah,
Maybe because I keep my computer for
concern.
13 years.
Correct. They're concerned that you will still lose something among the smooth automation.
Yeah, partly that. And then at the back of your mind, you're like, hey, if I haven't touched these things for 3 years, when am I ever going to need? But there will come a time when I actually need something that was
But when you
somewhere
actually
else.
need it, right? Like maybe 10 years later, right? You can't find it anyway.
Yeah.
Because in a big, huge cloud that is like not labeled properly. Because hello, who labeled their photo?
Correct. And then
Bintulu 1, Bintulu 2, Bintulu 9,000.
Bintulu got a lot of feature on our podcast, But
So yeah, I mean, these are things that I find like, hey, are really, for me, photos and videos are really the biggest stress that we have in our life. For all age group, not just working people. Like the seniors, like your parents and my parents, take photo and say, hey, my phone cannot already, must delete because they don't know how to cloud.
then they come to you and ask, hey, how can you help this, help that?
Then they don't know how to cloud. Like, then they say, don't cloud. Then they delete. Then after that, they send to themselves WhatsApp. Then they did, what? Like, hello, it's so stressful. Like, why?
But the whole digital is supposed to like save us.
But it
the
gives us
hassle.
too many options or alternatives that we become greedy and we want it all. Compared to last time, hey, choose one shot only. You can watch one shot of 4R.
When you need it, you just take out the book and it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you have just too many.
And you lose it.
Clutter. So when we come back after the break, let's talk about how or whether we have the courage to remove ourselves from this digital stress or clutter.
Today's episode is in support of the YWCA KL's brand new initiative called the YWCA Community Oasis. If you would like to be involved in greening up a space right in the middle of downtown KL, reach out to us on social media, YWCA KL.
Just said, I would like to green the place too.
Yes.
Okay, so I was thinking, right, we should talk about like how do we do an audit of our digital stress.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I think it's quite fair that two of us talk about it because we are in the entertainment industry, in the media creative content industry. And digital is something that is very close to our life lah, whether it's a professional or a personal basis lah.
Okay.
Okay, so I will just give a very simple example. How many newsletters are you subscribed to on your email?
Oh, okay. That is an amazing progress in my life. I have been unsubscribing.
Wow.
Because, okay, so I have a work email that I use for, well, things that I think is related to work or my career. And sometimes when you know, like, I log in via my Google account to, let's say, get access to this denoising app software or whatever.
Okay.
And then they automatically will start sending you
Correct.
things. So I will look once, twice. Previously, I would leave it there. But then I find that I purposely limit my storage of email space as well on my server. I could maximize it, but I just don't feel like I want to. So because I feel like I want to have a limit lah.
So she's actually auditing herself already.
Yeah, although it's quite kacau sometimes because when the email doesn't come, you're like, hey, am I maxed out? Am I maxed out, right? So, but it forces me to go and delete stuff. And that is when I realized that, hey, all these things I'm not going to look at again, right? So the first thing I do now is after 2-3 times, I will hit unsubscribe. And then,
But is it because you don't find a use for it?
I find that when I look at it, I think I will have a use for it, but I've never gone to find it ever.
You're more disciplined than me. I'm
So-
the FOMO. Fear of missing out. Like, why do I subscribe to Air Asia is because I want to know what's the cheapest flight, even though I might not buy
That one
it.
I'm still subscribed.
Okay. Or why do I subscribe to a certain brand or something? It's because, hey, maybe I use it not regularly, but hey, when it's on sale, I want to get it.
Yeah.
So I subscribe so that I get 100 email only to find one that
Yeah.
I can resonate with and actually take action on. And there's a lot of brands out there that, you know, for us, it's like a lot of brands are giving promotion to buy database, which is all the emails that we have and all that. And they keep sending you spams, including your WhatsApp and your SMS and all that. But to unsubscribe for me takes a lot of courage because I always find that maybe at one time I will need it and it will come at the right time. So I never unsubscribe. So the whole email box, right, when I wake up every morning, is 10 automatic, it's all subscriptions.
But does it go to spam?
Mine does not because I subscribe. That means I want to see on my inbox. But if you go to my spam, then I might as well unsubscribe, right? If Air Asia is going to go into my spam box, then I might as well unsubscribe. So it's normally on my inbox. So I find myself and say, hey, I should unsubscribe this. It's been sending me news and a promo and whatever for 3 years that I thought I need. And after 3 years, I still have not bought a single thing.
Okay, but is that because you have limitless? So you don't have the problem of you have already reached red and you have exceeded your quota.
I think in your normal Gmail account, and most of these subscription emails are more text than video.
Yes, correct.
So the file size is quite small. You can actually keep up to 10,000 of subscription emails if you want to. So yeah, that didn't really. So the minimal audit I do is I read and say, okay, this one I will don't need or I will delete.
Okay.
Yeah, but the fact that I need to go through the subscription.
It feels like wasting time, right?
Yeah, so I find that, right, there was some period of my time, right, I would just tick, then I'll put red, okay, I didn't read, okay, I put red and I archive. And then after a few months, I ask myself, then why do I even bother subscribing?
I don't even know how archive works.
Okay.
Never
Archive
mind.
basically means it keeps in your email.
But it's still
but
using
it's not
up
visible
storage.
to correct.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not delete. Delete is like 60 days gone kind of thing.
Yeah.
The reason is because if I don't click red and then I just archive, it will eventually go to spam. Because email will say, hey, you never read this fellow's email for 10 times, it
But
shall go
maybe
spam.
the technology is helping you, you know?
Yeah, so I feel like I cannot miss out on certain things, even though reading it does not help me to make that decision or impromptu decision to buy. But I find a lot of us are subscribed to that. It doesn't even need to be a promotional email. It could be like, for example, daily devotions or reflection, writings, right? Then you're like, this article good, I'll read when I'm free. put there, read when I'm free. And then
Yeah,
next thing you
I
know,
have
that you
those,
have
I have
1,000 there that read when I'm free, which shows that I'm never free.
I have one that comes like weekly. Actually one. And even then it's hard to keep up because like you said, read when I'm free. But again lah, sometimes I'm like, I should read lah. Because it's annoying me that it's unread and it's there.
Correct.
So it actually makes me read and I feel like, okay, that was a good read. I don't need it anymore. Then I delete.
Correct.
If I read, then
Why
I'm
you
like,
like, mine is
I
a
really
good read, I
should.
keep leh.
No, if it's a good read and I feel like I will want to come back to this one day, then I will keep it lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I find not just email. Email is like one of the subscription. Now that we have, let's say, applications, right? Like Touch and Go sends you notification of promos or food
Yeah.
merchant send you. Then you have like, wow, hello, I got subscription. My email really not enough. Then I subscribe every single application and I turn on the notification because if I don't turn on, I might miss the promo 5 days later.
Really?
And everything just buzzes at you and create this unnecessary digital stress.
I never thought that Gina would be affected by
That-
this.
the kind of
She's
stuff,
like
you
so
know.
organized.
Yeah, but for me, right, I just have it there is because, like I said, I don't miss out. Maybe I feel like, hey, this time is strawberries. I love strawberries, but I need to go through like 9 promo before I reach a strawberry promo. So it's for me, right, I just started to recognize that these are digital stress that contributes very subtly to our daily life.
I don't think.
Because it comes to you the moment you're awake to the moment you're
Yeah.
asleep. And then when you wake up, it's 5 times more because you need to clear the sleeping
Correct.
time one. Yeah.
But I was going to say, I don't think I've ever actually acted on any of the promos that have come into my
That's why you
inbox.
unsubscribe them. But you still subscribe.
Partially. Some are like the flights one. Normally the airlines one I keep because I think I might need it. But sometimes when I feel like I need to declutter, then I will see promo date passed already. Then I'll delete all
I mean,
those.
those are obvious one that we will
And I
delete
almost
lah.
wish that, why is the promo date still there? I cannot delete it.
What is that? So yeah, there is. I also find that it just not just apply to professional or young adults. I mean, seniors have it in their own way with their whole challenges.
Theirs is just trying to figure out how the device works.
No, theirs is just figure out whether it's scam or not. Scam is already stressful, you know.
Actually, okay, so digital would like subscription of entertainment on your TV.
Yes.
Would that be considered digital as well?
Yes.
Okay, so that one is super stress level for me. Because
because previously you just turn on the TV and watch whatever, right? Now
Correct.
you have like buy package
no,
lah, option
also
lah.
okay. Previously, if you grew up in the generation that I grew up, I don't know whether you were alive then, but
So bad.
it's like you got the channel right. You can turn one,
Tune.
2, 3. No lah, it's preset lah.
Yeah.
1, channel 1, TV 1, TV 2, TV 3, TV 3, and then you have NTV 7, and then you have 8, and then there was 9. And then suddenly you have all these satellite ones. And you can't just turn on the TV and change the channel. You have to turn on the TV. So this is like where my mom absolutely cannot figure it out. Okay, so now I have to assist her to find what to watch.
Every time she wants to turn on the TV,
Oh my
it's you.
gosh. So it's like she knows how to turn on the thing and she knows how to turn on the subscription one. But it's like it doesn't even land on a channel, It will land on this home page. And then she'd be like, why I press? And then she ends up in some other thing that like, subscribe to Netflix or subscribe to. And then she's like, Ju, can you help me? I don't know why. If I'm not at home, like the other day I wasn't at home when we went over to Bintulu again. Poor thing lah, she cannot watch TV lah for the rest of the day because she already tekan something salah. And it's so stressful. It's supposed to be like, wow, everything at your fingertips, but you can't even get to one.
I think with digital there comes the fear of missing out. Because if everybody has 1,000 photo, why I so stupid have 10 photo? That kind of fear of missing out, or subscription based.
Yeah.
How then can we audit ourselves to make sure that we don't suffer from this lah?
From
this whole like I want
needing to have
I want to
everything.
clean up, but I fear of missing out. Then how do we maintain a balance, so to speak lah?
So how?
So like for me, right? Because even as I was thinking about this episode, because I was thinking about this topic lah for the last 2 weeks, what I started to do is I started unscribing and told myself, Gina, you only have time to subscribe for 5 emails in the entire, like whatever lah that I'm
Wow.
subscribing, right? Pick
The top 5.
top 5 so that I'm not stressed out. And I find that after the 2 weeks experiment, I don't mind missing out because I get more mental space and I get more freedom in terms of digital freedom lah.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to like spend my time clearing a bunch of stress balls just because I scared of missing out. I rather miss out and just have more mental space to do other things, or like these digital things on my email or my app does not stress me out. So I started to turn off notifications, touch and go notification or what promo lah, Air Asia. I just turn it off. I say that, why would I be tempted, number one, be tempted to buy a promotion that I might or might not need, and then the promotion coming right, then I need to read, more notification, number one, first stress. Second stress is, I really like this promotion, then I need to think whether I'm buying or not, you know?
Yeah.
And then after I think about that, then I need to think about whether I can afford it or not, which is stress-free, you know? I need to go like think, do I go and get it? Do I get it online and all those things? And the fourth thing is, after I get it, is it really a promo or did I got conned buying it, you know? And all this start from one message.
Right.
So I said, if I have to go through 4 steps for one message, I want to limit it to 5 a day. That's also a bit crazy already lah.
But I think if you look on the flip side, we live in an age where anything that you need, you can actually find. So, for example, you come back to those reflections, devotionals, whatever. If I feel like, I might need this particular story that he related, actually, it's already on his server. Or he or she, the author, right?
Yep.
And if I know that, the other day, I was reading about this topic, and then there was this thing, I can actually Google it.
Yeah, you don't have to like bookmark everything.
Yeah, but if it's in the email, then I still have to search inside my email, and I'm wondering, where did I read this? Did I read this email? Did I read this there? Or did I read this on Facebook or whatever? So if you think about it that way, when I need this,
I find it.
Just Google it. Or same thing like promo, right? Sometimes I'm still guilty of that lah. Oh, free flights to here, discount to there. And then I'm thinking, me personally, I'm not gonna buy a ticket to Krabi just because it's
correct. There's the whole
cheap. Some people do.
There is the other expenses.
Some people do, but I don't. And if I am going to look for a place, I will go to the site and they will tell me what's the promo on.
Correct. On a specific time.
Unless it's a specific thing like you member and then you got a special promo rate or whatever. But if you look at it that way, then the FOMO is not so
great lah.
Yeah lah.
So even the bookmarks, right? How many bookmarks do you have?
I've been deleting those too.
Yeah, so you see, it's not necessarily very helpful. I know people who have 1,000 bookmarks and I say it's as good as a Google search.
I bookmark those things that I find I find it hard to find when I need to find it. So like my webmail, I can never find the thing. So I'm like, okay, bookmark that. Or I'm going to bookmark, like I was saying,
but
the
at least you
denoiser
use
thing
your
for
webmail lah. It's not like something that you don't use to see.
Correct. So those things that I find that I cannot find when I need it, or I forget what was the site. If I'm going to look for free SFX, sound effects or whatever, then I bookmark those. I don't bookmark things that, I read this and I'm going to read this again next month. I don't bookmark those.
Okay.
It's just my regular visits.
I used to bookmark articles that I like.
I used to also lah.
But I don't go back to it, I realize.
Yeah, correct.
So I think it's very important to manage the digital stress by actually decluttering it every month or so. Because actually I find digital, you cannot wait for every year. It piles up too much.
Decluttering takes so much time.
But if you declutter it every month, it doesn't take as much time as once a year lah.
Correct lah.
So if you go for a holiday, then you take 1,000 photos.
Yeah.
Okay? Just spend maybe half a day just choosing the ones that you like, favorite, the rest just delete, okay? Because it's not
the ugly face one, just delete straight away.
It's not like you are going to print it out. It's not like you're going to post it. It's not like you're going to share with your friend because it's so horrible.
Yeah.
Then delete those. And if I have ramen, I will tell myself, okay, take 1 photo of ramen. If you have 10 photos, choose the best angle, the one that you like, and delete the rest and keep one. And I think if you
don't even need the ramen at all.
Correct. So what I do is, I find that if I do it regularly every month, it's less stressful compared to waiting to, now I got no space. I urgently need to delete, but I so urgent that I cannot think. And I don't have time. And then I stress for the next shoot. It doesn't work that way.
Correct.
Every month decluttering your media folder is important, your email folder, your subscription. Ask yourself, after 3 years, you're still not really benefiting from it directly, then unsubscribe. If you think you're missing out, like you say, you can search it up. But for me, I rather trade that missing out to have more space. And not like get stressed every time I sit in front of my laptop or something. There's another
more
100.
focus lah. When you need to find an email, it's also easier lah.
So please do take time to just take an audit of your digital consumption or your digital lifestyle or whatever is it, and make sure that it is not adding stress to your actual life.
Jom Sembang Malaysia is hosted by two Malaysians who are passionate about Malaysian stuff.
Stay tuned every week for a brand new Sembang session with Cerita Suito and Gina Yap Layung.
Today's episode is recorded at Studio 2105.
Remember to click like and subscribe for the brand new episode next week.